What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MontyVerse as we have finally reached the end of the road with Agatha All Along and Nikki. Last episode had a fantastic twist. Are you ready to find out what the hell is going on?
I do, because I have no clue.
All right, starting now. Well, I mean, we have a little clue.
A smidge.
I mean, I have a pretty big clue because I figured it out.
Well, that's because you're smart.
I solved the mystery. It was Agatha all along.
Agatha all along has had special treatment like you.
Are we getting an instrumental version of it now?
That would be amazing.
I mean,
think...
listen.
A long time ago.
They're playing the notes anyway.
Find him a place.
Underwater, there's a prank.
Oh my god.
Brother can live.
That was just dark.
Yeah. How'd you do it? How'd she fake it?
Magic?
Fair. Fair. Or maybe it's like in the comics where she'll come back as like a force ghost.
Oh. Why are we doing this?
I don't know. I wish we can go back to those days where people just wore capes all the time.
Oh, I know.
Capes and cloaks.
We could bring that back.
True.
No kicks.
Wow.
Was a little bit ago.
Oh.
Snap. She pregnant.
Oh, it's like The Last of Us.
Oh, this is like The Last of Us. I hope she's not gonna... Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's biting on that rind. I was like, what is she... Oh.
That's gotta suck.
Yeah, I would think.
Get it? Suck? Cause sour?
This lady's giving birth on a tree right now. You're making jokes.
I mean, she has magic. She'll probably be fine. Oh.
No.
Oh.
The baby never get to be born.
Man, her costume is still fire.
Every costume on this show is fire. What?
Weird. See? Magic.
I mean, listen. Childbirth is magic, 100%. Listen. Women are tough.
No incantation.
Oh, never mind. I was wrong.
Childbirth is magic.
Oh, well, that statement is true.
Made from scratch.
What?
It's made from scratch. That's crazy. And again, we're dealing with cycles, right? Because death and rebirth, death and birth.
Yep.
I mean, look at her costume.
Yeah. Oh my god, her hair is fire right now.
Also the blue, even though her outfits usually have blue in it, just get to remind her of Billy, like, that's why.
We have not eaten for days.
That's not good.
Runes or barrier.
Join us.
So pleasant for now.
Yeah.
I wonder if for every life she takes, gives him more time. That was the deal.
Oh. Like she's giving more to death.
She wasn't taking power for herself. She was giving life to...
Yep. Yeah, giving death others in place of him.
Yeah. Death and life. Vampirism, like, in a way. Blade.
Damn, she took them all out.
I think we're gonna be very good at this.
See? Something she just started doing. Go, like in The Witch. Thank God they told us, because I have no concept of time right now.
I mean, for seeing him, though, we could have.
Shall we search together?
Wait.
What a little jerk.
Is it true, boy? Do you shame your mother?
Oh my god.
Thief, return it!
Oh.
Damn.
Are people not gonna notice when they don't come back, though?
I think this was also in colonial times.
To survive.
Hmm.
And survive with them?
Aw.
She takes the lives to give him life.
Used to this feeling.
If you want to survive, get used to this feeling because we have to do it to keep you alive. And if we don't, you won't.
I think you summed it up.
Yeah.
Good job.
The road, I walk the windy road.
I hope he got credit for it.
I
Hope
know.
he got credit for writing the song.
No, but we know Lorna Wu took it.
Yeah.
There at the end. You want?
Luckily, they brought a goat.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Aw, that's fun.
Nice.
I cannot divine was when she will return.
Aw.
So, one of two things. It's either she's taking lives to give him life, or she's trying to build up her power to be able to fight death.
Ooh. Or maybe it's both.
Maybe it's a little bit of both.
The door appears.
Man, such a catchy song has such a morbid origin.
I know. And I guess this is where the rumor started that she was the only one who survived the road.
Mm-hmm.
On a windy road.
She was a coven of two.
Down the road.
I guess do you count the goat?
They should.
Because then it's three.
At the end.
Gorgeous. What a gorgeous episode so far.
That's like a painting. Wow.
Another iteration of this song. I'll take it.
This poor kid needs so much credit now.
I know.
Down the road, down the witch's road.
Yeah, get it, Nick.
Be my friend to glory at the end.
Violin solo.
Whoa!
No? Okay. Alright.
She's not subtle.
Has she ever been?
No.
Others, reward him for his talent.
Come, let us find you a warm meal. My sister.
Whoa, nice.
He's got a conscience.
Nikki.
He knows. Does he know?
He might, or he just doesn't like doing it anymore.
He was also coughing and looked pretty sick
Yeah.
in the face.
So if he feels like it's his time, he doesn't want to keep doing it.
The only part he didn't write was the part that was in Lorna's song, which is I guess you would call it the bridge.
Yeah.
Tears, my bone.
Intense.
Very. So is it safe to say he's not the rabbit? Maybe.
I don't think anything's safe to say right now.
Yeah.
Ask me in like 30 minutes when the episode's over.
Aww.
Damn.
Dark.
It was a lot more serious back then.
Yeah, probably just not jaded by life.
She's letting him say goodbye.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I can't even imagine. Oh no, I forgot the body stays.
Nikki.
This is...
Nikki.
Damn it! I know I used this joke in episode 1, but cycles.
You must know the way then.
How dare you?
Oh shit.
The Witch's Road.
Hmm.
You know the ballad, and
I'm in great need.
Wait, what?
Might you show me the way?
It has become a myth. The song has become.
I know it spread that far.
She created a folklore, an urban legend.
Is it weird that the first thing I think of is she looks like a young Deborah Jo Rupp?
Of course, I will show you the way to the road.
Oh, she's gonna use this to lure in witches.
Yeah.
Let's gather a coven.
Wait, so that means the only reason she gathered the coven in the present is to kill them.
Yeah, I thought they made that kind of clear in last episode.
Yeah, but now it's like spelled out.
Yeah.
You're embarrassing! You're unbelievable witches!
Oh.
Yellow.
Oh. So is this just an ability she's always had?
I guess. We also don't see how she met Rio or Death. My god, these costumes.
I know.
Fantastic.
Oh my god, those freaking hats. I mean...
Orange witches. Oh my god.
But here's the thing, like, why are all of them attacking her just because they're pissed?
Well, you know, have you spent 5 minutes with Agatha?
Oh my god, I love this! I wonder if this is like a version that has all of these actresses.
Fantastic, man. Oh, it's 90s.
Oh!
It's The Craft. Are they dressed like the witches from The Craft?
Oh my god. This puts it in a very different light.
And we're back at the beginning. It's a cycle.
It is cyclical.
Because all I see are has-beens.
What is that?
Ah. Her plan got interrupted.
Ugh.
Oh.
And that's when she knew. Did she just break the fourth wall?
I mean, if anyone could, it would be her.
She did it in WandaVision too. Oh my god, she's so evil! Boom! Oh! She's a Force Ghost, like in the comics!
Damn it, you weren't wrong!
It's happened in the comics.
I saw you die.
Yeah, and now I'm a ghost.
Oh my god, her dress is so cool!
Yeah, it's very cool.
Sacrifice myself for you. I took a calculated risk.
Of course, The Craft.
Figuring out the rules.
I mean, it's in the end credits.
Okay, so she's gonna guide him like she guided Wanda in the comics.
Right.
You did something interesting with your power.
You're making fun of me.
Shots fired.
It doesn't mean anything. It never did.
It means a lot to us in the real world.
That's true. But now it does mean something.
Everything we went through.
They would have died anyway, though.
Mm-hmm.
It means that I killed them.
Aww.
Billy, you didn't do it, Bill.
No.
It's Davis.
Who?
She didn't even...
That's cold.
I know.
Saved a life.
Yes, that's true. That math checks out. Oh, reborn from the ground. Damn, I felt like she got the worst way to come back, but it is like very symbolic
Yes.
and beautiful.
Oh no, Jersey.
Never mind. Never mind. Whoa!
Oh!
She flies now.
I mean, it's kind of nice to see someone else do it that's not Wanda.
I'll never get used to this.
Really is like surrogate Nicholas over here. Imagine it just ends there.
Wouldn't be bad. See, there weren't that many mushrooms.
There was a decent amount.
Oh.
Whoa, it's still open?
Hey, if it's based on his power.
So what are we doing down here?
So she's just gonna follow him forever now?
Just give me what I want and I'll be on my way.
Oh, okay.
The brooch. That's one thing that's really cool about Billy is that he's always a student of the craft. He's always looking to better himself.
I thought you were going to say he was a firebender.
That too. He actually can bend elements in the comics. He can
Wow.
use like elemental abilities.
So he's the Avatar.
Basically, he's a lot of things. He's insane.
Naliaste Phantasma. Wade ad Lucem.
Oh, is he exercising her?
I'm banishing you. Toward the lighter into Rio's toxic embrace, or wherever you deserve to spend eternity.
Oh.
Anymore.
Damn.
Billy's got some edge.
Personal item?
It worked on Wanda's spell. Wade
Oh.
Quatera. Naliaste Phantasma.
Oh, damn.
Naliaste Phantasma.
Okay, maybe you loosened the jaw.
Wade ad You just died!
Because I can't face him!
Oh.
Whatever you did.
Which was a lot.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a quick study.
Spirit is my guide.
Ah.
Damn. We really covered everything, huh?
You
This is so messed up.
Very.
kill my coven members.
So do I.
Ooh. Closed it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So sweet.
Let's go find Tommy.
Whoa!
Ah, and the symbolism, because now it's going up.
Yep.
Jeez.
Damn! Okay, so...
That- Were you surprised by anything?
Nah. I mean, the problem is there was a lot of precedents for this in the comics. So, I didn't know if... For me, it was going to go one of two ways. Agatha was going to be the grand villain of the series, but I knew that they weren't going to do a big boss battle into another big boss battle.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of had a feeling they were going to go the inverse of the Wanda-Agatha relationship, and they're going to use Billy as the Wanda surrogate here.
Yeah, because wasn't that what a lot of people theorized was going to happen for Agatha after WandaVision, and then it just didn't?
I mean, in a lot of... Agatha was Wanda's teacher. And she was heavily involved in the Billy and Tommy stuff in the comics, in the Avengers comics. So, it makes sense. She does have a connection to Tommy and Billy.
Yeah.
And this is where the status quo starts for Agatha in the comic that introduces The Witch's Road, which is the Scarlet Witch comic book series, back from the 2015, 16, I want to say. So it makes sense to me, and I like how... But now the question is, like, what is going to be the next series now? Because this is very clearly sets up a spin-off. Yeah. Another spin-off of WandaVision, which is the search for Tommy, which could be a twist on the Vision Quest. That's the series that was supposed to happen. But the comic book, the Children's Crusade, which heavily involved searching for Wanda, the Young Avengers searching for Wanda.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
You said a lot of words. I'm also just so wound up from that.
Yeah, it's a very interesting way to end the series.
Yes. But that's what I found so interesting, because you did call it. Oh.
Okay, there was nothing.
Damn it.
I really thought they were setting up a post-credit scene. Maybe there is, right? Because why didn't it just stop? Nope. Okay.
But no, what I was gonna say is, you did definitely call it that this was a flashback episode, but it still went in directions I didn't expect, though, because I like the way that, because it portrayed the relationship between her and Nicholas, but then just kind of showing the origin of all this stuff that came before, and that it waited until this moment for that revelation.
It almost feels more of an epilogue than a finale.
Yes.
Which I don't mind, because I think it's interesting because it continues the theme of our series, which is death and rebirth. The beginning of the episode is Agatha losing her son and losing herself, and the end of the episode is her gaining a surrogate son and gaining a new purpose in life. Whereas before it was death, now it's literally finding someone to save a life.
Yeah.
So I just love that. This whole series is an Aurora Boreas, and it's like Loki season 2 in a way. It's all about life and death and rebirth
and cycles and like, I mean, he went through his valley, like learning more, trying to gain more skills to get things he wants. And it's never what you exactly expect.
And it's all about balance in a lot of ways, because even that tombstone at the end that shows we lost 3, but we have 3. We lost 3 and they all died serving their purpose, but we gained 3 in the sense of like these 3 people now have renewed purpose in life. So I love that we're keeping the themes of the series consistent throughout every single episode. And this feels like a complete story, even though it does set up a new chapter for Agatha and Billy Maximoff.
But I think that's what plays to its strength is, at worst, obviously you could go through the deluge of MCU properties to watch, but other than WandaVision giving some background, I do think it functions so well on its own. And a lot of that is because it's such a unique story. Its tone is unique from so much in the MCU. And it's really separates itself, I feel like, so much more than other shows.
100%, which really makes me curious. I really hope that Jack Schaefer continues on the mystical side of the MCU, because I really love her vision for that.
Yes.
And her very unique perspective with this side of a very complex universe.
Absolutely.
Because her stuff doesn't feel like any of the other MCU stuff in the best way possible. It feels weird. It feels even though WandaVision feels different from this series, there's a lot of consistency there.
Yeah.
In the sense of like how magic is used and different abilities and how the creativity behind using magic.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
I also just love, like you said, playing with different aspects in both shows, because they both have all these different time periods. They play with different tropes and aesthetics. And we talk about how great the series looks. And I love how we thought it was almost going to be a repeat of that. And it has similarities, but it still takes it in such a great direction, and one that's so engaging. And
they're really allowed to be creative, because this is fantastic world building in a world that's already so fully fleshed out.
Yeah.
They're taking their little corner and they're doing whatever the hell they want with it. And I respect and I applaud Marvel for allowing them the freedom to do that.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of like, I'm really curious to see what they do next, because I don't think this is going to tie into the Vision show.
Which is fine, because Vision's connection was very directly through Wanda.
Yeah.
And while there's connective tissue, that's very much its own story entirely. Because I remember when you told me kind of some of the background of Vision in the comics, his other family, so to speak. And I don't want these shows to be tied down to each other, depending on what the Vision, quote unquote, vision is for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Vision series is very much going to be an adaptation of Meet the Visions, the Tom King Vision book, and that's perfectly fine. I don't think they need. I think Wanda needs to be the connective tissue that brings her family back together, and I think Vision series will maybe explore his other family in a world where we don't know exactly what happened to Wanda. Interesting how Agatha said, I don't know, I might be reading too much into that, but we're still left up in the air with what Wanda said. She said that Billy wasn't the one that broke Wanda's spell, he just loosened it.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she let her own spell up. Because this does not take place when she quote unquote died.
No.
It does not take place in the same time.
No, I think that's very valid, because we know Wanda's out there, as well as I'm sure a ton of other magic using beings. So I'm sure there's going to be some tie into Agatha in a future property, even beyond the Tommy series. But oh my god, it's just so crazy to think about.
Yeah, I really do think I think the smartest move would be to somehow pivot this follow-up into the Young Avengers, whatever their plans for the Young Avengers was.
Yeah.
Because it makes the most sense. You could really adapt parts of the Children's Crusade for this story. I mean, Doom is the new overarching villain of this saga.
Yeah.
Doom plays a heavy role in that book. You can involve Wanda potentially. You can turn it into a movie. Maybe we have a series first that leads into a Young Avengers movie. A series with like a road trip with Agatha and Force Ghost Agatha and Tommy.
Oh my god. I was going to say, because now that we've reached the end of the series, knowing what direction they were going with his character, I really have to say Joe Locke was fantastic.
Joe Locke was,
Everyone was.
person on this show is fantastic.
Yes.
Every single person, every actress from Patti LuPone to, Allie to Shashir to Aubrey Plaza
to
Deborah Jo Ruff to all of the WandaVision supporting characters. I think everyone really served their purpose extremely well. Catherine Hahn, though, is such a force of nature.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Was so magnificent to see her bring so many different variations to this character and to add so many complex layers to a character who was essentially a mustache-twirling villain at the end of WandaVision.
Yeah.
And this series kind of shows that is a mask that she puts on and she can very easily take on and off. And we get to peel back the layers and meet the real Agatha in this show.
Yeah.
And the way that Han so expertly is able to shift that mask around at will in scenes is just, it's such a pleasure to watch as a viewer, to see an actor this good at their craft.
Yeah.
Performing in a genre television series.
No, absolutely. And especially as we talked about already, she is ultimately the antagonistic force in this, with Billy acting as the protagonist. So the way that their dynamic was already very charming and amusing at the beginning of the series, but the way it's evolved into where that bit of animosity became more blatant as the show went on and stuff became revealed, and where it culminated in the end is so it's so crazy, but it's also such a wonderful conclusion, and one that just feels fitting based on everything that we had before in the series that plays to both of them so well.
What's crazy is there's also so many things left unturned that they could still pick back up on in other series, like Agatha meeting Rio for the first time. And because I feel like there's meat there to explore.
There is, but I think at the end of the day, I think the intention with this series, at least, was to just establish, like, hey, this is Death. This is what she does. They have a history, and that's what makes it more personal for Agatha. But ultimately, death is inevitable.
Yeah, I do love, speaking of death, I love what they did with death on this show. Because in a show that introduces the physical manifestation of the metaphysical concept of death, you could really start to move your brain in circles trying to see, like, it would be so easy for them to bring these characters back. They're so innocent. And it's just because death could just bring them back and they could defeat death. But at the end of the day, the message that this show stands on is that death is tragic, death is inevitable, and death happens at times when you least expect it.
Yeah, and I think they made a good point of talking about just the different ways that the three Coven members who passed away and what those circumstances were, because that also just hammers home the unpredictability.
It very much, I really respect its use of death in the show, because death is not glamorous. Death is, Lilia's death is extremely heroic and glamorous, but, then you have the shocking death of Alice, and you have the really sudden and abrupt death of Mrs. Davis.
Yeah.
So I feel like we explore death not only conceptually, but also in different variations and all of and how it is tragic in each one of those circumstances. But again, death is the main theme of this show, I think.
Absolutely.
If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest content. If you want to watch our entire reaction to Agatha All Along, click the link on the page. Until next time, guys, stay versed.